Und hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück bei Honkai und wir machen weiter mit Folge den beiden, um das Ende des Schicksals zu betreten. Das ist jetzt der letzte Akt hier in seiner Erinnerung und ja gut, dann gehen wir mal rein. Los geht's.
The
Da sind
vortex
wir
of
wieder.
Genesis. So it is here. But just what is this?
Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard it is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying the vortex of Genesis, where the world begins and ends. What stage could be more befitting of our final act, as an unattainable existence that has dwelled within his heart, beyond his reach? You have accompanied him through the march of years uncounted. You naturally have the right to view the river of time in its fullness, and to now, if you would.
My journey to the Era Nova.
When the Era Nova comes,
Enough talk. Go.
Now then, no excuse for the Era
on,
Nova.
Snowy. Make the Era.
None of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chased journey has stripped away my delusions. I know the future isn't some...
This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
Indeed, in his memories, such a scene replays over and over. Though the details may differ, this remains ever the same. All shall bid farewell to one. A total of 33,550,000.
What?
Each is a drop from the river of time, representing the long journey he would take, or rather, a never-ending cycle. Just putting it in terms that might be. Seeing is believing. Why not? Or perhaps you can simply walk straight to the final truth. See the true face of the character you play, and witness the ultimate nature of the Christ. Please, take your time. Look around as much as you...
Not a single soul to be seen. So, executioner. I will take all the
Go on, Deliverer. There's water everywhere. Plus that burnt...
So you feel it too?
Go on then.
Let me fight with you.
Hey, remember what the seamstress said?
Yeah. I'll leave it to you then.
Wow, someone... I'll distract that execute.
Are you crazy? No, I know you can't. Together.
Together.
I'll transcend the prophecy. Go. Leave. And when I'm done with...
Hey, little one. What? I see. Well, come, execution.
All shall bid farewell.
So even the future.
The Aaron. Fate is ever. I shall have my fine. Forgive me. There is nothing more to say.
That prophesied future. You. Please. Let me answer your cruel fate.
The vortex of... I didn't have the time to...
Well, it's my honor.
Oh, have you forgotten so...
Of course.
But I'll say the same. Now go.
Yeah.
Time for that wretched exit.
The world's course. Ah, as the soul, you can make... Feeling a bit lost, as you now see this scene. The final, eternal recurrence. Behold, at the swordsman's side stands one he has sometimes called companion. She is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely on, and this time, under her guidance, what choice shall the... There are many mysteries yet to be unwound, but if I may, allow me to temporarily yield the stage to one far more fitting. Please put your hands together. The master of the countless memories we saw. The other important actor now stepping into the vortex. They who have already burned...
So, in the end, you succeed. Executioner. With my flesh as kindling, like the first dawn of the new world.
Hier gegen den.
Time has come to once again start everything.
Let's try it this other way. We can do it!
In the mood for another beating? How's this taste?
I shall remember this warmth.
As you wish.
Embrace a new life.
Darkness with me. Yin and yang. A quick divination.
Don't learn.
Will you be the blazing sun? All creation.
Step up, let's see ya. Time to mix things up.
Break's over.
Life's like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Converge and awaken. Human creations.
Please cherish this time.
Alles wegpupsen.
May death protect us.
This ends now. With your corpse.
I'll ignite the dawn!
How is this possible?
The sons of destruction, now twinned. Feel them set your blood ablaze. Your fury.
Let's try it this other way. We can do it all!
How's this taste?
I shall remember this warmth. Life is not so fragile.
As you wish.
Embrace a new life.
I see through you. Together as one.
This is staying in sync? Trust me. We can do anything!
Time to mix things up.
Break's over.
Life's like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Darkness with me.
The yoke.
Yin and yang.
Unceasing.
No matter. A quick divination.
I'm on it.
Mini.
confidence.
No matter. As you wish.
This form shall fuel the fire.
Let's see it.
Burn unceasing.
Excellent. All things in this world, human creations. The spin sync. Mimi!
But suffering is eternal.
In the mood for another beating? Time to mix things up.
Reciprocity's cherished.
Life like a good, my friend. Indulge yourselves!
Embrace a new life.
Step up, let's see it.
Trust me. We can do anything. Quick divination.
How's this taste?
Life is not so fragile. Darkness with me. Yin and yang. Mimi. Mimi.
I'm on it.
Mimi.
Auf geht's.
May death protect us.
Person alone may witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. That person can only be you. Why not? Let wrath incinerate fate. Gods. At last, Amphorius's fate has begun to shift. Just as I foretold, you're right. After all, you've also been bathed in that eon's gaze, which can awaken the long-dormant instinct, much like that scepter we spoke of earlier. It was only under the same eon. That's right. If you recall, I mentioned it at the very start of now. Allow me to reveal the eternal land known as Amphorius is not a bottomless well of fury.
Finan. We set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur. So,
Then why? Why must Amphorius's wishes be so cruel?
We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. And in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallow, why does it look like this?
You see it too. Those burn marks. The flickering, they're more like a shattered teleslate.
Standing here, the voices of Titans have never been. They were coming from the black tide all along.
Or maybe it is screaming.
Finan, do you still remember when I was little? I had a dream. Dark. The curtain seemed to contain all of Amphorius. There were countless versions of us. From countless different worlds.
Perhaps.
Yeah. As I gaze out at the world, so... This is the reason the sky was seen. We are just characters in this tiny world. What then is this so-called era? And what are the spectators watching all of this? True.
As the Theoros. Thus is the synthesis of the...
Das war jetzt immer da wieder.
This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolate.
So, the results you speak of. We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. And in which we become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future. An exact, but from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer of truth. The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world or they were a deep learning program made for...
But this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Kefali's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely byproducts of the experiment. Every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds was born. This is the endpoint of Amphorius's calculations.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant numbers?
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you're...
Even if that sunrise is...
Curious question. Have you ever considered that after millions of extrapolations, Amphorius is already following a different path from the Earth? The golden blood flowing in your veins, it comes from the blemished one, whose... Amphorius has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolations, Nikos 496, Philia 093. No need to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two are the final. You will come to life from a string of cold numbers. Along with all those who have passed, you will... In the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb.
Or we could always choose another option. Like you said, Amphorius is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes of the But that also means that there isn't just one Eon who can cast their glance at Amphorius, right? Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? And in reality, this world has already been under the watch of other Eons. It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the black tide, your goal, why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
You're pretending, revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us. Covering up another possibility. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate of Amphorius.
Do you two really think, as petty little demigods, what makes you think you're capable of doing that?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. But we're not gonna tell ya.
Tschüss.
We're going to weave a long dream for Amphorius, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended, that everything is still ongoing.
With just Orynyx's power, though, it should be impossible to achieve this, right?
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream, and the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream. Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that Eon records Amphorius. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost among the stars, that Eon will surely direct their gate, and it will be a glance that spans time and space, granting each incarnation of me the power to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and creating an endless flame-chased journey.
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphorius's grand design. To deceive the god. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you.
All right, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey, so... Come on, cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze, dreaming of the distant world. Tell her about the flame chase journey. And then let her become a romantic part of this story. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice. Erasing time again and again. Resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me. And I will own. Then, I'll fall into a sweet dream, disappearing in some small corner of the world, quietly, waiting for the day when that next page is turned.
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark. I will... Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the Black Tide, I'll become their vessel. To prevent the arrival of Era Nova. Until Amphorius.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries the world. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world-bearing. Honor the past and forge ahead.
I promise you. The pain will...
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of an... I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
So, let's set out. We will be the ones to start everything, carry the primordial chaos, just as your name suggests, and bear this world we hold so deep. So long.
As the theros I have observed, instruction synthesis is formed.
I will wait for that day, for as long as it takes. The day will come whenever this mortal eternal and follows in our footprint to write anything unless that ever was. That will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
The world is collapsing. And the people, we too, must part ways here. Aphrodite's Elysiae, the little village of my childhood. The gentle breeze and the sound, everything is as it was. It feels good to take one last look. You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae. I know. I'm here to say goodbye. We might. You can stay here forever. And let it flow. It's time, even if it's a path with no turning back. When have we ever? Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins, will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction? The convictions and choices that come from my heart. If we are just numbers, simulating life, a real, living person, then why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can start this journey together. I'll be by your side. No. I'm afraid. Because there is no perfect solution in this world. And I will embrace my origin. Destruction. And if you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. But this world can't afford a soldier. Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing kids always get, but when it comes to the fate of adults, there's no room for redos. And go, Khaslana, as you promised. Deceive the world, seize the core flames, and rewrite your fate. Burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your futility like a sword. And fight against the gods. In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this.
So, weiter geht's.
So, time retreated behind me. Until it reached the origin. Where nothing, just as Professor Anaxa once said. In that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. When the waves of time finally calmed. It was the Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century. And the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. While from that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Saritra. And that was the first doomed flame chaser.
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the Flame Chase journey and even all of Amphorius are nothing but illusions in an eon's...
Exactly. So, Dux Gladiorum, please take me to meet Her Majesty Saritra.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep in the Call me High Sealans, nameless swordmaster.
Please allow me to add one more thing. You actually...
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true one. But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase Decree, heroes from all... Besides, the deep sea is dark. All right, nameless swordmaster. Hold on to my wake. Let's find somewhere else to talk.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I've said?
Harboring suspicions is not my concern. My sword dances only when the Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking further. Show me your true intentions through... Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
Gut, dann war es aber hier für die Folge. Und man sieht sich nächste Folge wieder. Bis dann, ciao.